show about to start right now. I want to put a little disclaimer on this. Anything that you see right now, anything that you listen to or hear right now is just from my heart. It don't have nothing to do with anybody that walks this planet right now. I'm kind of pissed off about the things that's going on right now and the things that continue to go on right now. You see a lot of things on the news. You see a lot of things that they trying to perpetuate in the news to make us shine in a negative light. But look in the background and you seeing videos of police officers that's breaking windows and they even got a crowd around them. You understand what I'm saying? Then you have videos of Caucasian people. I don't want to say white people, but fucking I'm going to say white people too. Y'all breaking windows and all of that and trying to make it seem like that we violent because y'all want us to not have a voice, but I'm telling you to have a voice. Do what you gotta do. Do what's real. And don't be scared. And this is the thing that I'm afraid of. And I said don't be scared, but I'm telling you this is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that we're gonna let this go right now. We're gonna let it slide right now. And at the end of the day, it's gonna go back to the same thing as it's been before. But at the end of the day, let's continue this momentum. Let's continue the movement. Let's continue to do what we gotta do. You gotta understand that there was people before you that sacrificed their life. I could throw a few people at you real quick, you know what I'm saying? I could talk about Medgar Evers, I could talk about Martin Luther King, I could talk about Malcolm X, I could go further, you understand what I'm saying? How about if you want to go deeper, Harriet Tubman, you understand what I'm saying? And she got together a bunch of white people that helped us escape slavery. So why are you afraid to do what you got to do right now? Stop doing this and do me a favor, please. I ask all of y'all, you know, you don't have to be, you know, breaking into stores and all of that, looting and you know, I mean, even though, I mean, we doing it, they doing it, it's a lot of that going on, but I'm not gonna say, you know, anybody is to blame for anything, you understand what I'm saying? I'm definitely not gonna say that, but at the end of the day, let's make this a stand. You understand what I'm saying? Let's make this a stand. Like, do not fall back. That's my message that I'm trying to get across. Do not stand back. We cannot stand back, because if we stand back, guess what we do? We go backwards. We ain't trying to go backwards, man. We trying to go forward. So if you're trying to go forward, keep the protest going. Don't allow them to make you think that everything is okay now. Even though just recently, yesterday, they charged all the 4 cops. But just because they charge the cops don't mean that they're going to jail. How many times have you seen how many times have you seen a white cop kill a black man, go to trial, and get off? And still have his job. Yeah, they may sit him at a desk or whatever, but at the end of the day, guess what happens? He still got his job. He still got his benefits. He still got his retirement plan. So we cannot stop right now. And this is the time to not stop. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't see, you know, I feel like history is repeating itself, man. Don't y'all think that it's the 60s again? The 50s again? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, you know, come on, man. We can't do these things no more, man. And I don't want nobody to stop doing what they doing. You know, it's funny, right? I'll give you a perfect example. I was at work today, right? I had a Hispanic lady talking to me, and she was like, do you think that because everything that's going on, that the riots and the looting and all of that, she was like, what kind of animals are me? And I had to check on that one right there. Like, what do you mean, what kind of animals are we? I was like, my mother ain't raised no animal, but at the end of the day, I'm a mad black man. And then we got to do whatever we got to do. If you got to burn that shit down right there, that white establishment, if you got to burn it down, man. Because anything, they got insurance. Anything that you burn down, they can rebuild. I don't know nothing that's basically built that can't be replaced. So at this particular time, stop listening to these white people tell you what you should do for yourself, because at the end of the day, they still manipulating you. You cannot trust the news. And this is the only thing that I take from Donald Trump. There is false news. There is false news, because they only giving you what they want you to hear. They only giving you how they want you to perceive yourself. But look into yourself. Look into your heart. Look and see what's right. We all know what's right. We all know what's wrong. So at the end of the day, step up. Step up. Don't let the riots stop. Don't let the protesting stop. Just because, you know, they want to calm everything down. And then look at your president. If you can call him a president, I call him the worst scum on the planet. And I'm free to say that right there because I have my First Right Amendments. I have freedom of speech. I am not calling out a fire in a movie theater, so I can speak. I am not putting anybody in danger by me speaking. I'm just speaking my mind and my heart, my soul. That is the worst president. He's worse than Hitler if you want to get down to it. He's worse than Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Hitler made his subjects known. He like, yo, I'm killing all of the Jews. I'm killing everybody that's not white. You understand what I'm saying? I'm killing I'm trying to do world dominance. I'm trying to take over the world. This is what Hitler said. But he said it real. Donald Trump hides behind everything. And if you really look at the news and you really see what's going on right now, he has his generals in the military that spent their whole life, their entire career in the military that's saying, nah, this is not right. How do you call out active members of the military to rebel against your own people? That's worse than the Civil War. You calling out people that got tanks. You calling out people that got rocket launchers. You calling out people that got AK-40. Nah, we ain't got AK-47s, but we got the M16A1 rifle. You understand what I'm saying? That shoots the distance of 3 football fields with accuracy. Trust me when I tell you, you calling out these people on your own people, and you say that you the president of the United States, you dividing us. And then you also calling out those white supremacist people thinking that they got a platform. Y'all don't got no platform no more. We ain't living there on slave plantations.
True,
we ain't doing that right no more.
True.
That's not cool. And if you just looks back and you just think that he can do that, you wrong. You wrong. That's why you need to protest. Like, nah, nigga, you can't do that to me. You can't send out no, he went further than the National Guard. He going to active members of the military. So what you gonna do? You gonna call people from Iraq and come back and be like, yo, fight these niggas instead of those niggas over there? This is what you trying to do? And this is your people, bro. This is your people, bro. This is our country. We built this country right here. You understand what I'm saying? There ain't no race on this planet. I don't care where you came from in the world. There's no race on this planet that built this country other than black people. We put this shit on our motherfucking back, bro. We put this whole country we put on our back. You can't even tell me an invention in this country that wasn't contributed to a black person. The only problem was that we couldn't get credit for it at a certain particular time. You understand what I'm saying? If you think about the first person that ever successfully did a heart transplant, he was black, bro. He was black. More Death showed you that in the movie if you watch the movie. He was black, but you know what happened? He couldn't get no credit for that because he was black. So the white surgeon did it. The white surgeon followed what he found out, what he figured out. And the white surgeon got credit for that. You understand what I'm saying? The traffic light. Black people, brother. Black people, brother. So we could go on and on and on and on and on, but I'm not going to keep going on and on and on because you as a black person should already know this. You as a black person should already take pride in this. You as a black person should always say that you want to know something. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you call me. I don't care what you think. This is what we did, and if we ain't do it, you couldn't have did it. Because if you could have did it, you would have did it. You understand what I'm saying? You piggyback on us.
What do you think about the prison system?
The prison system is made in order to keep the most educated black people down. I'm explaining this to you. Yeah, it's a lot of black people that commit crimes. It's a lot of black people that need to go to jail, just like white people, just like Indian people, just like Mexicans, just like I don't give a fuck who you is. At the end of the day, if you do something that's heinous, that's your punishment. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the prison system is overloaded with black people. But the crazy thing about it is black people in jail is creative. They figure out how to make a shank. They figure out how to get this, that, whatever they need. They figure it out. Why you figure it out? Because our mind never stops. When we sleep, we think. When we grow, yes, you know what I'm saying? It never stops. It never stops. And you know what? In my personal opinion, this is just my personal opinion at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? They gather a lot of people, a lot of black people that's creative black people in order to suppress us. They don't want that knowledge out there. They don't want to allow that knowledge out there, because at the end of the day, when you see that knowledge out there, then you see that you're overwhelmed, because they call us a minority. We the majority. I don't care where you go on this planet, you're going to see a black person. At the end of the day, I don't care where you go. You could go in a cave. That nigga been in the cave so long, he black. Even if he dirty, he black. I don't give a fuck, he's still black at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? And not only that, you understand what I'm saying? We come up with creativity. Tell me how the pyramids of Egypt got built. It wasn't no white people building them.
Do you think that the prison is a business?
No, it's definitely a business. It's definitely, if you making money off of that, how you paying those salary? It's a business. You understand what I'm saying? And if you want to be honest about it, and let's get a little bit deeper in it. You understand what I'm saying? There's states that's financing building prisons to put black people on, because every fucking bed got a price on it. You understand what I'm saying? It takes $40, $50, $60, $70, $80,000 to house a prisoner for 1 year. But if you put them in a business, you ain't trying to pay them that money. And then while you in bed and they making $50,000, $60,000 off of you, you getting 60 cents a motherfucking day. You getting 60 cents a day, and that's considered a high-paying job. Because some people only get 10, 15 cents a day. Ask me how I know, because I was a part of that system right there, brother. I know what I was making. When they told me, oh, you could work in the kitchen and make 75 cents a day, I was happy as a motherfucker. Tell me in the world that I can make 75 cents a day. We got a problem on that one right there, and I don't even know how you formulated the words to tell me that. But in jail, you happy. But that's where the creativity comes from. That's where the you know, you want to sit down and you want to watch, you know, read books. You want to go to the law library. You want to study. Think about this, brother. It's a lot of brothers that was incarcerated. You understand what I'm saying? Under the worst circumstances, and came out as prophets. I'm not even going to say, all right, but I am going to say Nelson Mandela. Look how long he was in jail. Look how long he was in prison. And then he came out to become the president of South Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Where they was enslaved, apartheid. You understand what I'm saying? You can look at that Malcolm X. He was a pimp, but look who he became. And that's because y'all put us behind bars. Y'all gave us time to think. We didn't have to deal with what's going on in the world right now. We didn't have to deal with, you understand what I'm saying, all of the difficulties of living in a society that don't want you. You understand what I'm saying? That do everything in their power to keep you down. We didn't have to deal with that. We were sitting down. And that's God's way of saying, you know what? You a great person. You a prophet, so let me sit you down so you could build on this, so you not interrupted in this by that white devil. And I keep saying white people, and I'm not racist, but I am racist. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't look at all of them like that. I think they all got underlying and devilish ways with them, but they're not going to say it in front of you. They're not going to portray it in front of you. That's why I respect the ones that come out and say, yo, I'm a rachist. I don't give a fuck. I like them because I know how to deal with you.
Do you think that the white people of today, I'm going to just say Caucasian, do you think the Caucasian people of today have a lot to do with their ancestors' thinking?
I'm going to try to answer this as best as I can, right? I feel like underline, they all got that shit in them. They bred for that shit right there. You can't take that shit away. They bred for that shit right there. You understand what I'm saying? I think that they got to the point right now where they're like, yo, if you can't beat them, join them. At the end of the day, if you can't beat them, join them. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to have to deal with these motherfuckers. They ain't going nowhere. No matter how much we try to kill these niggas, no matter what we do. These motherfuckers is like roaches. We can't get rid of these niggas, man. And when I say niggas, I'm not saying it in a derogatory term. I'm just saying we can't get rid of them. They was here before us. They gonna be here after. They roaches, bro. So now let's deal with them. Let's try to deal with them accordingly. Let's try to deal with them as peacefully as possible. But if you look at all of these Europeans, and the funny thing about it is I see so many white people saying, oh, go back to Africa. But where the fuck you came from? You wasn't born in America. All your ancestry, if you trace it, comes from another country. So how you telling me to go back? I can say the same thing to you. Go back to Europe. Go back to wherever the hell you came from.
What do you think about the white people? Well, I'm sorry, I don't
Caucasian.
The Caucasian people that fight alongside of the brothers and sisters with these rallies and everything? What do you think about them?
Honestly speaking, I think it's a lot of true-hearted white people that's really feeling this and saying like, yo, it's just not right. You know what I'm saying? When they reach into their moral soul, when they reach into their moral spirit, when they reach into their conscience, they know the history. Understand? They already know the history, so they know what it's about. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that they starting to get tired of this shit too. Like, yo, like, come on. If you think about it, if you go 50 years ago, interracial marriage was frowned upon. Like, don't have a black wife or a black husband. Today, come on, you got so many biracial children on this planet that you gotta accept it. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta accept it. You gotta deal with it. And it's funny because I seen an interview today, right? And there was a lady that's married. It was a white lady married to a black man. And they have 2 children. You understand what I'm saying? 2 boys. And she said she feared for her son's life. That's a white woman saying that she feared for her. You seen that?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about. She feared for her son's life. So she says that she sees it in a different perspective that she was raised at. So the awareness is coming about, and I respect the awareness. But at the end of the day, I'm never gonna be a fool and say that, you know, it's getting good. No, nigga, it ain't getting good, man. Y'all niggas got that twisted. It's not getting good. It's not getting good. It's just that, you know, we raising a voice. We raising an opinion right now, and we not backing down no more. We not doing this no more, bro. I can't do this. I can't walk. When I walk down the street, you understand what I'm saying? It was a time in my life when I was in front of a white person where I was scared to say how I felt. You understand what I'm saying? What I thought. You understand what I'm saying? Because it wasn't acceptable. But again, I'm 53 going on 54 in July 11. Wish me a happy birthday when that shit come. But at the end of the day, I'll be 54 years old. So I've seen a lot of things on this planet. When I was a youth, you understand what I'm saying? I didn't feel comfortable talking around white people, especially about black issues. Right now, at my age right now, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas think. I don't care what y'all think at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, you gotta face it like I gotta face it. You can't run no more. You can't hide no more. That white privilege, it ain't no privilege. It's a white media like Donald Trump telling you about white privilege and all of this and all of that.
Yes.
It don't exist. There's no such thing as white privilege. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I can go to college, I can go to school, I get the same job that you can get. I could do the same thing that you could do. Just like you move to the suburbs, I can move to the suburbs. I could be your next door neighbor. You may hate the fact that I'm your next door neighbor, but guess what? You can't do a goddamn thing about it. You can't do nothing about it. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't believe in the white privilege no more. It did exist. It was real. But when you keep talking about the white privilege, you keep giving it life. Smother that.
Yes.
Smother that. We ain't trying to get that life no more. You understand what I'm saying? And if you trying to give it life, and if you buy into that, that's on you. But I'm not buying into it. I can do the same thing that you could do. Tiger Woods proved that shit on the golf course, because that was a predominantly white sport. You understand what I'm saying?
True indeed.
Venus and Serena Williams proved that on the tennis court, because that was a predominantly white sport. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
We even had a goddamn black hockey player. We don't even play hockey. We don't even like ice. We ain't sliding. What are you doing? But we had one. So you can't keep nothing from us. We doing it, bro. We doing it. And at the end of the day, we gotta keep doing it. And I watched, you know, I didn't watch everything that Obama had to say. But Obama, one thing that he said, yo, don't stop now. He was like, don't stop now. He was like, this is just the beginning. And if you could take anything from that message right there, it's don't stop now. Those is real simple words.
True.
Just don't stop now. Because at the end of the day, when you stop, it goes back to the same thing, man. And I'm tired of it, brother. I'm tired of it, man. I may not I may not live to see the end of it.
You got a long way to go, brother.
But at the end of the day, I want somebody in my family to say that, yo, you know what? My father or my grandfather or my great-grandfather or my great-great-great-grandfather, he has something to say. And you want to know something? I learned something from what he had to say. Even though he may not have said all of the right things at the right time, but I learned something from him. And I'm going to keep that momentum going. Look at the news, brother. At the end of the day, with all of this going on, with all of the riots, everything that's going on, you still seeing cops brutalizing black people, bro, and they not even doing it in silence. They doing it straight up.
Straight out.
They doing it straight up. So at the end of the day, what kind of man, what kind of woman, what kind of a black person, what kind of a human being are you if you say that we just gonna let this rock right now and we gonna try to get back to it at a later date just to make everything a little bit better? Nah, we ain't making nothing better. The only way it get better is if it get better.
True.
And the only way to make it get better is to keep it going. Keep it going, man.
Do you think that we respect each other as a black race?
I think that we respect each other as a black race, but I don't think that we understand each other as a black race. I think there's some confusions among that, because within the black race, we have different divides. We have different things going on. You understand what I'm saying? I'll give you a perfect example. It may be a small example, but it's a huge example if you really get deep into your thoughts about this. It was one time when everybody was like, oh, I want a light, like all of the chicks, I want a light-skinned nigga. I like a light-skinned nigga, whatever. Now, dark-skinned niggas is in, I guess, you know what I'm saying? That's the fad now. Dark-skinned niggas in. Then before, I mean, you know, I need a nigga with an afro. Now you want a bald nigga. Now you want a nigga with a beard. Now you want a nigga with gray hair in his beard. You know, so it's a divide amongst us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come to a common ground and say that, you know what, it doesn't even matter whether you light-skinned, dark-skinned, bald-headed, afro, beard, non-beard, or whatever. As long as you a man and you could treat me right and you could do the right things by me as a man, and I'm just not speaking to understand this. This is the funny thing about it, because people may get this mixed up. It may not be just about a woman looking at a man. It's about another man looking at a man saying, you my brother. I don't give a fuck whether you light-skinned, dark-skinned, beard, boy. I don't care, brother. You my brother. You understand what I'm saying? When we get to that point where we can look at each other and see each other and understand each other and respect each other without judging each other, you understand what I'm saying? Now we all on the same level. You understand what I'm saying? Because a house divided is definitely going to fall. You understand what I'm saying? So as long as our house is divided, we going to fall, man. Because when I look at my brother, let me explain this to you. When I walk down the street, if I meet eye contact with you, I say hello. I say, how you doing, brother? And the funny thing about it, a lot of brothers look at me and they don't even say nothing, but I don't give a fuck, because that's your issue. That's not mine. So at the end of the day, I know that I did what was my godly duty and say hello to you, brother.
Yes, indeed.
You understand what I'm saying? That's my godly duty. That's my man duty. And more than my godly duty and my man duty, that's my spirit. That's my soul. That's who I am as an individual, bro. Get this right. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to fight you, bro. I don't want to fight you, bro. Why am I fighting you? What's the purpose? I don't want to do that, bro. I can show you love, man. It takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile.
True indeed.
Do you know that? That's a fact.
True.
That's a fact. You understand what I'm saying? So why y'all walking around screw-facing people? Stop playing, man.
Mugging and everything. A lot of brothers mean mugging all the time, you know, for no reason. Right. But like you said on your last show, where's all the gangs now with all this stuff going on?
Where's all y'all brothers at now, man?
Everybody should be accountable and you know, team up and come as one.
Yeah. But the funny thing about it, just like they did in Compton, just like they did in LA, all of the Bloods and Crips got together and said, yo, we tired of this shit right here. We killing each other. So we can do this right here. If you got like minds, you put like minds together, you understand what I'm saying? You don't even know what we could do. You have no idea what we could do. We got the power. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to exercise your power. You got to be a part of your power. You got to understand your power. Do your knowledge. And this is the biggest thing that I have a problem with. Everybody got knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? Some people got wisdom. Not a lot of people got understanding. You understand what I'm saying? But if you put the three together as one, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you can't get beat. And that's to my 5% brothers. True. Because the first thing you learn is the 5%, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Knowledge is the manifestation. Excuse me, I apologize. Knowledge is the foundation of all things in existence. Wisdom is the manifestation of that knowledge. Understanding, you understand what I'm saying, is putting that knowledge and wisdom to use. So let's do this, brother.
Indeed.
Let's do this.
What do you think about the kids having kids. Do you think that we got a strong generation coming up?
Well, I think we do got a strong generation coming up. You understand what I'm saying? And well, right now, I don't think kids having kids is as prevalent as it was as in the 80s and the 90s. Because in the 80s and the 90s, you had 13-year-old kids on a regular basis having babies and all of that.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? There's benefits to that and there's negatives to that. I'm going to tell you the benefits of that. The benefit of that, and this is a joke, don't take it all serious. Don't, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the benefits of it is you 13 years old when you have a kid. When you 33, they 20, you can still party. But I'm just saying, that's the benefits of it. But the negative about it is that you don't have any knowledge or wisdom or understanding to raise these kids the proper way. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like my mom told me when I was a little kid, you understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes, indeed.
You understand what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise a child. You know, when I was coming up, let me explain this to y'all. When I was coming up, if I did something and my neighbor seen it, my neighbor was able to snatch me up, smack me up, bring me to my house to my mother and tell my mother what I did. My mother wouldn't get mad at my neighbor for snatching me up and smacking me up. You understand what I'm saying? And then I got another ass whipping coming because my mama gonna be like, yo, why you disrespecting me? Why you making me look bad? I raised you better than that. You understand what I'm saying? Today, they don't do that. If you put your hands on another person's child, oh my God, they calling their parents and their cousins and all of that from South Carolina, North Carolina, Utah, Minnesota. We all coming up here to beat this one person ass to try to put your kid in check. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
So this is what I'm talking about. It takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
And this village need to come together and raise this child. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
At the end of the day, we got to do this, bro. Because that's how we fall apart. You understand what I'm saying? You get some good beef or some good meat and you cook it long enough, it shreds. It breaks apart.
True.
Nah, nigga, we need to keep that shit together, bro.
What do you think about the gangsters from back in the day? Do you think they taught you know, the youngsters from back in them days?
Bro, you open up a whole nother line. I'm gonna drop that on you right now. Let me explain this to you, man. Yes. And I love all of the gangsters from back in the days. I don't care what they did as a gangster. And I don't know how people gonna define gangster. A gangster was just somebody out there that was doing what he was doing. Like I said in my other interview, you could be a hustler, you could be a pimp, you could be a stick-up kid, whatever you was doing. You understand what I'm saying? But those same gangsters, when they seen you as a kid and you doing something wrong, they gonna pull you to the side like, yo, young Brad, what you doing right now? Do you know what you doing? And if you really truly want to do this, let me show you how to do it the right way. Let me show you, you know what I'm saying? You don't do this right here. You don't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perpetuating that. I'm not telling you that this is what you need to do. But if you're gonna do it, I can't stop you from doing it. But if you're gonna do it, let me teach you how to do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's real.
Yeah.
Today they don't do that right there. They leave you on your own. They leave you to fend for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's like throwing a motherfucking goldfish in the middle of the ocean and say survive.
True.
You can't do that, bro. But they pulled you to the side and they educated you. And even though they was not doing the wrong thing, doesn't mean they don't gotta have knowledge. I'm gonna tell you another story real quick before you ask the question. I know you got a question and everything, but I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes, like when I was in New York, right? I get on a train and I see somebody and everybody call them a derelict because they homeless, they live in there. But then they start talking and you listen to them and you like, yo, they got wisdom. They got knowledge, they got understanding. Their circumstances wouldn't make you think that they have the knowledge that they have. But if you really pay attention to what they're saying, they got something to say. But a lot of people tune out just because of their physical appearance, but you're not listening to what they're saying. You understand what I'm saying? And that breaks down a lot of communication. That breaks down a lot of understanding. You want to look at him like, you a bum, but you don't know what the sacrifices, you don't know what I did. I'm a Vietnam vet. But when I came home from Vietnam, ain't nobody had nothing for me. I couldn't go and do this and I couldn't go and do that. So this is where my life led me. But that doesn't mean that I'm an idiot. That doesn't mean that I'm stupid. I probably got more knowledge than you. 9 times out of 10, they do got more knowledge than you. But at the end of the day, because you look at them as a derelict, as a bum, as somebody riding the subway every day and homeless and all of that, you think that they a waste of time. God didn't make no waste of time people. Understand that. He ain't make no waste of time people. Want me to tell you why he ain't make no waste of time people? Because he made man in his image. And God ain't no waste of time. So no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what your situation is, you never a waste of time.
True.
I got time for you if you got time for me, and I'm not looking at you. I'm not judging you. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So that's a great question that you asked, but I don't think you're prepared for that answer right there. You understand what I'm saying? Facts of the matter. Now go ahead and ask that question.
Knowledge is born.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Yeah. Well, the thing I wanted to ask you was, in your first show that you did,
right?
You mentioned that Pops wasn't around. So who did you look up to? Who was your role model? Who showed you certain things? Did you have to teach yourself how to be a man, or was you taught how to be a man through the people that you may have looked up to?
All right, I'm gonna tell you like this, right? And it's a true story, right? Like you said, my first one, I mentioned that my father was never in my life. I don't know my father. I never met him. I could pass that nigga in the street right now. You understand what I'm saying? I would never know that that's my father because I never had one word in my ear from him. So at the end of the day, my first learning lessons was my mother and my aunts. You understand what I'm saying? My mother told me one thing that I didn't understand when I was a child. My mother said that a woman gonna make a man a man. You understand what I'm saying? No matter what, even though your father is in your life, you understand what I'm saying, or not in your life, but at the end of the day, a woman gonna make a man a man. You understand what I'm saying?
A woman is the one who gave us game.
She gave not only did she give us game, she taught us. First of all, she taught you how to treat a woman. You understand what I'm saying? She told you how to respect a woman.
Most definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? My mom taught me what a woman expects from me. You understand what I'm saying? My mom taught me like how to stand up for myself and don't be afraid. You understand what I'm saying? My mom told me, I can promise you, my mom told me one time, she like, yo, if you can't stand up to me, then that means you can't stand up to nobody in the street. Because everybody in the street is beneath me.
True indeed.
I'm your mother. So if you stand up to me, that means you can stand up to anybody in the street. That's a lifelong lesson. That's a lifelong lesson right there, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, my mom told me never back down to nobody. Never let nobody make you feel less than who you are. You understand what I'm saying? She like, yo, don't even allow yourself to make you feel less than who you are. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I can stand up to all of these racist motherfuckers. Like, fuck y'all niggas, man.
True.
I don't give a fuck. I know who I am. I don't need nothing for you to tell me like who I am. Go ahead, brother. I got 2 minutes left, he said. 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just get back because at the end of the day, you know, we still gotta stand up. We still gotta do what's right. We can't back down. We can't fall down. We can't, you know, step back. No. Let's keep this real. Let's keep this going. And the more people that come out and stop being afraid, and that's my problem. Stop being afraid. That's my message. Yes. Stop being afraid, bro. Because at the end of the day, as long as they know you're afraid, they're gonna take advantage of you. Think about the bullies, bro. That's all you gotta do is think about the bullies, and the police is bullies.
What would your final message of your show be to the youth of today?
My final message to the youth of today is thank you, man. I love you, brothers. I respect you, brothers. Yes, and I know youths get a bad reputation, they get a bad name and all of that, but at the end of the day, you my future, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You everybody's future. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, keep doing what you're doing, however you do it. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna be this great, outstanding, upstanding you, but keep doing what you're doing and believe in what you're doing. And if you truly believe in what you're doing, do it, bro.
Amen to that.
Do it, brother. Do it, bro. Don't let nobody distract you, man. Family, friends, foes, don't let nobody distract you. Do it, man, because we need you. I need you, brother. I need you. And I don't know if any adult ever came up to you and said, yo, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for whatever you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but thank you. I'm telling you, all of the youths, anybody that has an ear right now, I'm telling you, thank you.
True indeed.
Thank you. I ain't even fronting on that one right there. Thank you.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
And don't let nobody bring you down, man. That's they shit. That's not yours.
And you know a brother Knowledge, because that's your name, brother Knowledge. Yes, indeed. It's not Dre. It's brother Knowledge.
Yeah, I think that.
Indeed.
I thank you, man.
Yes, indeed, my brother.
Thank you, man. Don't let nobody break us down, man.
No.
Nah, especially the youth, man. Y'all our future. If y'all break down, what kind of future we got?
True.
What kind of future we got if y'all break? No, man, stand strong, man.
Yes, indeed.
Nah, man, we ain't doing this one right here, man. I'm gonna be on here every week saying something to y'all, man.
True, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? You can follow or not follow. It's up to you. That's your choice.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, but if you want to find out something, you want to learn something, ask me a question, bro.
Yes, indeed. And you know another thing I wanted to say, Brother Knowledge? People, I know y'all guys are scared to subscribe because every time when you hear the word subscribe, that means that there's money involved, but it's not. To subscribe to the Love Show, you know, you help support the Brother Knowledge right here, and you could keep his messages going on, y'all. So when y'all looking at this video, because let me tell you something, the first show I looked at it about, I would say a good 50 times. I looked at it a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, y'all guys, if y'all want to show Brother Knowledge some love, like the show at the same time. Press that like button and subscribe. Cause this brother right here is speaking the truth, man. This brother's a sleeping giant right here.
Yo, and I want to let y'all know something too, though. At the end of the day, right? I'm not doing this because I want to make some money or whatever. I'm not a broke brother. I'm not rich. I'm not rich, but I do what I got to do. I get my money.
Indeed.
So I'm not even asking y'all to subscribe to get money or anything. I'm asking y'all to subscribe so maybe you can see something different than what you was thinking. Or maybe you could see something that you actually was thinking, but you wasn't sure that was the right thing to be thinking and all of that. But whatever it is, I'm not about that money right there. Because you want to know something? I'm going to tell you like this, man. Somebody once said to me, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this one right here. And you think about that. Let this meditate in your brain, right? If you think that it's about money, I'm gonna show you how it's not about money. Because you never seen a U-Haul truck following a motherfucking hearse. So that means when I die, I can't take nothing I got with me. I can have $1 million in the bank, brother.
Damn, that's
but
deep.
I can't take it with me, though.
That's deep as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so sorry, man.
You ain't never seen a U-Haul truck following a hearse. So if I got a brand new leather couch and a 79-inch or 800-inch TV, you know, that shit ain't going with me in the grave.
Wow.
That shit ain't going, so it ain't about the money, brother. It's about the knowledge. You understand what I'm saying?
You hit me there. You hit me with a hammer in my head, brother. Wow.
It's facts, bro. It's facts, bro.
Straight facts.
Nigga, when I die, I want 39 cents in the bank, man. I ain't making nobody rich off of my fucking labor. Get your own shit. Get your own, bro. So I ain't trying to take yours. Don't take mine, nigga. Fuck out of here, bro. It's real, man. It's real. It's real. I'm real, bro. It's real,
True
bro.
indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Y'all let that marinate on your brain for a little while. You understand what I'm saying? No matter what you got, it ain't going with you, man. It ain't going with you, man. And y'all know U-Haul trucks is like $19.99 a day. So if you take that U-Haul truck with you, they still gonna try to dig your ass up and get that money from you, though. That's just a joke. I'm just playing. But I had to throw some shit in there.
Peace, y'all. Yes, indeed. Brother Knowledge here.
Peace. 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 Peace.
Yes.